It's the Woody and Wilcox Show.
It took 25 years. It took 23 failed rounds of IVF with 4 wives.
Did you say 23
failures before I had a success? Yes.
Now, as a matter of fact, before you came in, we were actually talking about this because I have twins via IVF and could have bought a house.
Yes.
In the 3 failed IVFs.
Oh, yes.
I got 23.
Yes, but again with 4 women, so. You divide it up,
That's still a lot.
I don't care. That's still.
You're not good at math. That's still a lot.
I told them all, don't use my sperm. It's because my sperm is a problem. And I found out in college when I worked at the hospital school and I would donate blood and plasma for $7. And I donated for beer money. Right. I donated so much that I'd be lightheaded, because I would go to one hospital and then another one. And then I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life for sure. But I did that thing that we do in Iowa where we pray for a sign. And I came into the work the next day and there was a sign that said, donate sperm, $35. And I said, oh my God, that is directly from God. I'm gonna do that 3 times a day, and that's $105. In fact, there's a towel under my bed right now that's worth $5,000. I'm gonna do that. And so my 5 roommates and I went down there, and we were so excited. And then they tested, and then the doctor came back and said, "Yeah, you can't be a part of our program." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Well, you don't have enough swimmers." And I said, "How many swimmers do I have?" And he's like, 4, and I said, well, that sounds fine to me.
Right. How many lanes are in the pool?
Yeah. How many would your average man have? And he's like, 3 million. And I'm like, hey, buddy, I'll be the comedian. You be the doctor. He goes, I'm not trying to be a comedian. I have no sense of humor at all. I probably have Asperger's. I'm a genius doctor. The average man has 3 million sperm. You only have 4. You will never get a woman pregnant the normal way. And, I was sad about the $35, but I was relieved because I went to school. I'm old. I went to school before the bad diseases came out. And so I knew in that moment the worst thing I could ever do to a woman would be to sweat on her and give her a staph infection. So, and believe me, at bar time I would say that. Hey, I can't get you pregnant. I'll try not to sweat on you. Not that it worked.
Try not to sweat.
But then when I got 30, I got married and we wanted to have a baby. And I said, hey, listen, I got this problem. And the woman has to take all the shots and the woman has to suffer. And I said, I will do a donor. I took a good look at my family. And I thought, I'm not going to fight for that DNA. I will take a chance with the homeless guy behind the dumpster behind the fertility clinic. But no, they wanted to. And so, we tried with each marriage and bless all of them. And it warms my heart that each wife, immediately after they divorced me, got remarried and had a baby with somebody else. Some before they divorced me, but it makes me happy.
That didn't
And when my son was born at 54, the moment he was born, I knew a feeling came over me that this was when it was supposed to happen in this marriage, in this moment. When I was 18, my girlfriend said she was pregnant. I worked at Hormel. She was 17. I thought, okay, that's how people work here 50 years. We're getting married. I found out she was lying, and I was kind of relieved. And but when I had my son, I said, no, this is it. And then crazy, I did this show called Tyler Henry Hollywood Medium. Have you ever heard of this? It's on E! My wife never asked me to do TV shows, but she hates it. But I got an offer to do this TV show. My wife believes in psychics and mediums. Oh, okay. Mediums speak to the dead. I don't believe in any of it. And she said, I would do that because I want a reading with him. I was like, oh, my God. So I did it 100% to prove her wrong. So he comes over. First of all, he's a young Southern gay guy. And I feel like he probably had a tough life growing up. So I said, I'll do the show. And first of all, he goes, who do you want to talk to that's dead? I go, nobody. First of all, they're dead. I don't want to bother them on TV. I'm cool with everything. everybody. Everybody I'm cool with. Nobody. He goes, your mother wants to apologize to you. I go, no, we're cool. No. But at the end, I wanted to bust him for being a fraud. So I said, he goes, you got any questions? I go, yeah. Are we going to have any more children? And I knew there were no more sperm, Right. And he said yes. And I looked at my wife, and I go, boy or girl? He goes, a girl. And I looked at my wife like, okay, well now I walk in the door, and I turned to her and I said, I told you, phony. And she goes, you're right. And she never says you're right. Wow. And I felt so good. And 2 days later, and I swear to God this is true, we get a call from this cryobank. We changed business managers, and they're like, yeah, you owe us $700. We have this one frozen embryo from 4 years ago that you guys have that we've saved, and we don't know what to do with it. My wife gets in the car and goes down there and has it put into her hopper or whatever. And 9 months later, our daughter was born. I swear to God, December 18th, 2015, 9 months after that, our daughter was born. So I was 0 for 23, and then I was 2 for 2, and that's it. So that happened. So I'm not saying that guy did it, but I didn't win that argument. I almost won an argument.
So the moral is Southern gay men are always right.
Well,
they're mediums.
The moral is it's hard to tell who is gay. Southern men. They're like British guys. You really can't tell. Yeah, you can't tell.
I don't think that was the moral.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Anyway,
it is amoral.
Well, it's amoral, I guess, yeah.
It's the Woody and Wilcox Show.